Hey everybody, it's Peter from the Kia Hyundai channel. Welcome to our live video series. This is the final live video before Christmas, but we do this every single day, and except for, during Christmas, we'll take some days off. But if you want to join us, I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. If you just want to know why this is the best Kia of 2021, we will cover that at the 3-minute mark of this video. So if you're not live with us, you can feel free to skip ahead to that. No offense. In the meantime, we'll talk about some news and some notes. We'll also show you how to join us live if that's something that you want to do. And we'll talk about a couple other things, but yeah. So right now, let's jump across. We'll show you how to join us. If you want to join us live every weekday, except for this week, Thursday, Friday, next week, Thursday, and Friday, we go live at 2 o'clock Eastern time. So you can see it's exactly 2 o'clock Eastern time. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see this sort of standard placeholder video right there. If you refresh the page exactly at 2 o'clock, which is what we're doing right now, you will see our live video down there. You're going to click into that live video. You're going to watch an ad. And if it was a car ad, I was going to watch it with you because I thought that'd be funny to critique the car ad, but we won't do that. All right, we're going to skip that ad. If you are in Ontario and you're looking to buy a car, buy it from us. I had an email the other day that said they love what I do. Lots of emails back and forth, but he doesn't want to buy from us. This is what we do here. So if you're in Ontario, I want to earn your business. I don't mind if you can't buy from us and you're watching our videos and you're just way too far away. But if you're in the GTA, you're not too far away from us. So buy from us. It's Brantford Kia, Brantford Hyundai, Owensound Hyundai. Those are dealers that support this channel. They make this happen. They allow me the time every day to come here and talk about cars to you, so reward them. I feel like that makes sense. And, maybe it doesn't. All right. So it says they bought from us and they treated me well. Well is a good standard. I hope we continue to treat everybody well. Hopefully we do better than that as well. All right. So I just want to point that out because I have people that sometimes like to ask me questions in email, and I don't have a problem with that. But it just seems odd that I should answer a whole bunch of questions so they can go pay someone else to not do their job and just take the car for them. So we're hoping that you can buy from us. I feel like is that a better ad or a worse ad than I've run in the past? So that was my day last night. Let me just put it that way. All right, so what's going on? We had a really cool car in here this morning. We had a 2020, I think it's a 2020 Kia Stinger, and it was kind of done up special, had a special kind of friendish of mine in here to do it, a guy I've known for a little while. And it's got some pretty cool upgrades on it. So that video, I'm going to basically put it together really quickly this afternoon and put it up for you this afternoon. So you can look for that video. It's just kind of a fun interview with a guy who knows Stingers inside and out and has done some cool things to his. So we're going to have that up at, I don't know. If I don't finish up by the time I finish work today, I'll put it up this evening at home. And we'll do that. In the meantime, got a few less people on. It's that time of year, so make sure if you're a regular, just hit the like. And even if you're not a regular, maybe as a Christmas gift to me, just hit the like early on this video, and we'll see what we can do. All right, 3 minutes in. Here we go. Hey everybody, it's Peter from the Kia Hyundai channel. Let's talk about the very best Kia of 2021. We don't really do official awards here, but if we did, that would win. And what qualifies to make it the best Kia of 2021? Well, the fact that it's a 2022 isn't going to hurt its standing. So let's talk about that for really quickly. In January-ish, as early as January, maybe February, we are expecting the 2023 Kia Sportage. Or if you're American, I get it. You guys call it Kia Sportage. We call it Sportage. It's Canada. I don't make up the rules. It's just what they tell me to call it. Anyways, if you are getting a 2023 Sportage, you can get that in very early 2022. So in a sense, model years don't matter. This is a 2022 Carnival. It's been out for most of 2021, been available to buy, which in the year 2021 meant available to order. And it is going to win the award from me, if there was an award, for the best Kia of 2021, the best Kia you could buy this year. And there's a reason for that. Telluride would have maybe been in the running, but the upgrades in that were not as good as this to me. Seltos makes a strong case, but again, strong for the class. K5 certainly made a strong case. The Stinger improved this year, and despite all of those improved cars, this is our winner. This is the winner, the 2022 Kia Carnival. Now, part of that is because this is the future of Kia, and I'll show you what I mean by we go to some of the features inside. The technology in this car is better than any other car that we have, in my opinion. The seating is unique. They took some risks, and in my books, you kind of have to take a risk every now and then if you want to win. And they took some risks in this car, and I think that was a good idea. This model specifically is the SX, or if you're in the States, SX Prestige, essentially the same car with the VIP lounge seats in the middle row, and that makes it really nice. So next year, we will do next week, we will do the top Hyundai of 2021. And that's actually kind of a close one. There's some interesting, intriguing things there for me that could make one car better than the other. But yeah, we'll do this one today. So here we go, diving in. This is gonna be a full in-depth review of this car. We're gonna show you why it's great and, you know, go from there. So very first thing, here's your key fob. You can see it's got the remote start on the key fob. There's a couple ways to remote start this car. You can use a cell phone app called Kia Connect, but if you go to the App Store, it's still Uvo Intelligence because sometimes Kia does some stuff like that. But right now, it will be called Kia Connect. The app itself is called Kia Connect, but if you're searching for it in the App Store, it's Kia Uvo Intelligence. And you can remote start the car from there. You can make sure the doors are locked. You can lock the doors remotely. You can do all kinds of things on that app. But long story short is whether you want to use your key fob or your app, you can remote start the car either way. Now, unlike Toyota, if you don't get a subscription to the app, which right now it's free for 3 years, in the future there will be a subscription fee. If you don't get the subscription, you can still remote start your car from the key fob. So there is that. Two buttons there to hold open the side doors, or to open the side doors, you have to hold them to open. And you can open the trunk as well, lock, unlock, and panic. Down there is a little button you push to get the key out. And if you've never seen our videos, excuse the dirt on this car, but if you've never seen our videos, if you ever had to use a key in this car, this piece comes off. We have a video on how to do that. And there's a keyhole in behind there. So what I'm gonna do now is this car is locked. And you saw I just approached it and nothing happened. I'm gonna pull the key out of my hand so that you know there's no magic to this. If this key was in my pocket, one of the cool features on this vehicle is if you're like a busy parent and you're putting your kids in the car, it's sometimes a pain to have an extra hand free. So you can pretend that this key right now is in my pocket and I'm gonna put my hands right here so you can see they're not touching any of the buttons on there. And if I walk to the center of the door with the key, and you listen, wait. Oh boy, maybe I didn't activate it. This is embarrassing. The last thing I did before I hit record on the video was try to activate the system, and I'm not sure I fully activated it. But you can use the key to approach the side of the door, and as soon as you stand there, and I'm just gonna do that again to make sure I didn't screw it up. If I stand right here beside the door here and don't touch any buttons, yep, I definitely didn't set it up. The door can open on its own. So it is called the smart side door. And when you go live, sometimes things don't work. But the point is you can open both these side doors through the key fob here. And you can do it just by standing there if I had set it up correctly. The nice thing about this exact model, and it's one of the reasons it wins, is because you have some things that other vehicles don't have. Telluride's a comfortable car. A lot of people like it. It was a 2020 World Car of the Year. It was the North American Car of the Year. All kinds of stuff. This has better middle row seats than the Telluride. And you can see they sit out like this. They also sit in like this. And, let me just grab the right hand here. I'm making sure I don't hurt myself there. All right, so we just brought it from here inside. And once you bring it inside, you can do some pretty fun stuff with it. And this one's not gonna work perfectly because I have my driver's seat too far back, but let's flip it back here. When we look at me here, you have these seats that have a manual system to push back further, and they go way back here. And so now I'm sitting underneath a sunroof right here, and I made a mistake in another video. I said that this sunroof cannot be opened from the rear seat, and I was wrong. There's your switch right there. The middle row seats can open that sunroof. So you have a dual opening sunroof. It's the only vehicle we have where the second panel of glass, whether it's a panoramic roof or whether like the Telluride it's a separate roof, the only one we have with a second panel that opens. So you've got that panel that opens, and then you have all the fun stuff. And what I mean with all the fun stuff is this chair reminds me a lot of a dentist chair, but a little bit more comfortable. Dentist chairs are kind of comfortable, but then there's that whole dentist aspect to it. So right now, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm working, and I'm currently reclining. Now, like I said, there is a problem here. The driver's seat is too far back for me. It's further back than I need it right now. So as a 6-footer, when the driver's seat is not far back enough, not back far enough, my feet are touching here. Now, if you're in the passenger seat, you'll see there's little controls right there on my toes. That seat could be moved forward by the rear seat passenger, and you can move it. But the point is, if you haven't figured it out yet, here I am at work, reclining, and I'm like literally laying down on the job. They're paying me to do this right around Christmas time, and this is legal to travel with. You can do your seatbelt up, which is connected to the seat, and you can chill out. So I'm gonna spend the next 30 minutes or 20 minutes just doing all of my review from here, from now on. But the point is, these are amazing seats. They are also heated, they are also ventilated, they're just super comfortable, and it's not something you have in every vehicle, and it's going to score points with me whenever you have a comfortable vehicle. So that is a pretty cool feature. Let me just spin the camera around again. And of course, you can see that there. A lot of people forget, some auto reviews I've seen where this piece is put up, but this piece isn't fully extended out. So you can extend that all the way out. It absolutely fits a 6-footer. And like I said, if this seat was anywhere near where it needs to be for me to drive the car, you would still be able to sit back there, even as a 6-footer, and put it there. Now, there are rear seats in this vehicle. I currently have them down. If this is reclined like that, you are a 4-passenger vehicle with a whole ton of storage space. If it is upright, you can make it a 7-passenger vehicle, and that's totally comfortable as well. All right, so let's jump in here. Powered seat there. They are memory seats as well, which is a strong function that I think a lot more cars should have. We have a number of cars with powered seats that don't always have the memory seats. So I'm going to move this vehicle forward. Now, we've got both our doors open. You can see that in the display there. What we're going to do is we're going to close them right here from the driver's seat. You can hit those buttons there. Camera's moving on me. And they are currently closing. And as they close, you will see our little display tells you, hey, they're all good. And then the display turns off. The reason this also wins for 2021 car of the Kia, best Kia of the year, is this display screen system. I'm just going to turn the climate system off for a second. This is what you're going to see in the Kia EV6. This is what you're going to see in the top-level Kia Sportage. This is the future of our display screens, and it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So this is 12.3-inch screens and a 12.3-inch screen here. It's over 2 feet of screen space. And a lot of people say, oh, Tesla's got a big screen. Well, Tesla has a 15-incher right here on the Model 3, Model Y, and then nothing here. So a little bit more length down here, a little bit. But these are massive screens. There's no way to film it and show it to you. We can. I've done my Santa Cruz in the past. I've done the Tucson just yesterday, I believe it was. And it has dual 10.25-inch screens, which look big, but these ones are even larger. So 12.3-inch screens. You can't get this in a Telluride. You can get this in a Sorento here, but then you go to a 10.25-inch screen here. And the way this design is set up, it's actually a curved piece of glass to reduce some glare, and you can see it's pretty good for glare. Camera with one eye is always going to be worse than you with 2 eyes, but it is pretty good here for glare. It's pretty good for functionality, and you've just got kind of everything you need in here. From the smart cruise control with the lane keep, lane follow assist, with a really clear display screen, highway drive assist, a lot of cool things. And I want to point out one little thing. Right beside us over there, out the window, that's a Tesla Model S. You know why people like Teslas, other than the electrification thing, which we can talk about in the future? They like them because they have autopilot. Most of us have never driven a car with autopilot. Autopilot and full self-drive is not autopilot, and it is not full self-drive. When you drive that car across from us in, the Tesla, in its full self-drive mode, it requires you to keep your hands on the wheel. It is your responsibility for the car. Well, guess what? This car also steers for itself and can brake for itself and can accelerate on its own through the highway drive assist with your smart cruise control and your lane keep, lane follow assist. And it's very, very much Tesla-like. You are required to keep your hands on the wheel. You know why? Because it's your responsibility to keep this vehicle in line. But when you use that highway drive assist or that lane follow assist and this car, it keeps itself centered in lane. It steers very well. It is a very, very good system that is very reminiscent of a lot of what that car does over there, which is pretty cool. Okay, in here, you've got some really cool features too. So let's just zip through some things. Passenger view camera. We only have this in the Carnival. It should be in other cars because it's amazing. And it is a color screen. I don't know if it's showing color right now. No, that's not color. It's a little darker in here, but it is a color display screen of the back seats. And obviously you can see second and third row seats if you had them up. So that's pretty cool. And then of course you have the passenger talk, which you do have in several cars. And that just simply takes my voice, and not everybody talks as loud as I do. And it puts this little speaker here, or that little microphone there, it throws your voice to the rear speakers. So if your rear passengers are maybe having their own music in their ears, they can hear you. And of course you can see them and you can see what's going on. Are they holding hands back there? So when you take your teenagers around, you can just use that function to sort of spy on them, see stuff. And not that that's a good parenting technique, but, if you want to be one of those parents, you could. Anyways, coming down here, quiet mode, those are kind of standard stuff. HD radio data. Let's see if this works today. Sometimes when I'm in this building and if I didn't spend enough time outside. Oh, there we go. See that snow outside? I don't know if you can see it snowing. Can we see it snowing? We can see it snowing. Yeah, there we go. You can see that it is snowing in the area because you have the radar data, which this tells you it's about there or so. Yeah, that's about right. So we've got a Doppler radar station right here built into our vehicle, which is kind of handy if you're a parent taking your kids around and realizing what's going on, or maybe you're on a road trip or something like that. And, if you need 7 passengers, that's pretty cool. If you're going somewhere, that's pretty cool. Sounds of Nature is the world's worst feature. It is in this car. It is in many of our cars. This is called Snowy Village. Now I'm going to turn it up for you because I hear some wind. I hear someone walking through crunchy snow. Now, I don't know if you realize the irony of a Canadian sitting in a snowstorm that can open their windows or step outside and see what a snowy village sounds like. But here I am listening to a snowy village inside my car. It's ridiculous. But I've got to admit, it sounds kind of awesome on the Bose audio system. And that's one thing to point out. The Bose audio system in this car is fantastic. Snowy Village, pretty cool. Warm fireplace, crackling. That's never a sound anybody wants in their car. Somebody in Korea is an ASMR fan. Yeah, no kidding. Warm fireplace. You know what? We're doing this. We're doing this right now. Why does anybody want a warm fireplace in their car? It sounds like crackling. Nobody wants crackling in their car. Doesn't make this a bad car. Open air cafe. Okay, I get it. We've been stuck in our houses. We don't remember what that sounds like. So I got you. I hear that one. Rainy day. Who wants to sit in their car and listen to a rainy day in their car? I don't understand. Okay, calm sea waves. We'll give them some credit here. Calm sea waves. Sure. That might help your kid go to sleep when you're parked outside of the gas station store and whatever. Lively Forest, someone says they quite like. Okay, Lively Forest, I'm with you. You know what? Lively Forest is just lovely, except that when you are in Sounds of Nature, you don't get to see this display screen all the time. You can sometimes be in this display screen or other stuff, and then you're trying to figure out where the bird is in the car, because with this Bose audio system, the birds that are chirping move around the car. All right, I had to criticize the Sounds of Nature. It's been a thing of mine. Maybe I'll do a quick video before we finish today and put that up. And but we'll do that a little bit later. How about Racetrack? I know, it'd be cool to have cool sounds. All right, so that is pretty cool. They have good stuff in here. I should point out as well, you have an excellent navigation system in here. I've been critical in the past sometimes of Kia's past navigation systems, but this one is very, very good. I use it all the time in my vehicle. This is the sort of nighttime view because we are indoors and things were outside. So you've just got some really good stuff in here. Down here, you have a dual zone climate control system. It is, actually, I should say it's a tri-zone climate control system here. So when you hit the rear thing there, you can come up here to the big screen. You can turn it on the auto setting. So we'll have it set to 25.5 right now. We'll go back to the auto setting down here. Everything's set to 25.5. So we can turn it all up, the whole car or the whole car down, or you can unsync the whole thing. And we'll put the passenger side to 22, the driver's side to 26.5 and 24 in the middle. So you can just do anything you want with this climate system. It works very, very well, whether it's rear, everywhere. And there are rear controls as well. I should show you them right here. They work very well. Digital display there. You can set the auto setting. You can move the air around where you want it, the roof by your feet, adjust the fan speed, adjust the temperature. And if you have people back there that you don't trust, maybe they're your own children that you gave birth to and you caused to be in this world and you raised. If you don't trust those people, you can also turn off the rear or lock the rear climate out. And I forgot where that button is right now. Oh, maybe it's up here on the display screen. I don't remember where that button is. Oh, there we go. Lock the rear climate controls. So you can lock them out and they can't adjust the rear climate on their own. You can fully control their lives, which again, if you're the kind of parent that wants to do that, you can do that. Other cool features here, it's just these are new features that came in with models like this. When you set the climate control, you can activate upon washer fluid. So basically what that means is when you're taking in fresh air, as soon as you use your windshield washer wipers and you have the alcohol smell through the windshield washer fluid, you can set the car to instantly cut out the outside air so it doesn't take that scent inside. And it's just, again, little features that make this one of our best vehicles. I'm going to turn the whole climate system off, but it makes it one of our best vehicles. You also have 3 little dots back there. You can sort of where did they go? Yep, let's just show you this way. On the ceiling there, that's your camera. On the left, in the center, those 3 little, look like little camera type things. What those are little sensors, and those sensors can tell you if you've left a child in a car. And if you've ever been a minivan type parent with young kids in the car, you get tired. And sometimes you make mistakes. And this one can alert you in a number of different ways, including you right on the cell phone of, hey, there's someone in your car. There's a child in your car still. So it's a nice little safety feature to have. So here's what we're going to do. I made fun of something. You know what? I am going to do a video like that this afternoon. I made fun of the sounds of nature. We'll make fun of that in a proper video this afternoon just because I want to do that. But we're going to take your questions right now. So we got 53 people on. There's no reason we can't get to 50 likes today. So if you want to have some fun with me and mess with YouTube's algorithm, let's do it all together. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit the like button right now. You're going to see a whole bunch of people join us if we all hit it together. And we should have no problem get to those 50 likes. So I'm going to turn the car off for a minute. We're going to go rear seats. Actually, we're going to go trunk space. And I don't think I'll put up the third row in this van, although I could if we really had to. We'll talk more about why this car is the best car of 2021, the best Kia. Some of its technology, we'll keep going on from there. So, order My Carnival in August. Can't wait until it arrives. Yes. This is one of those bittersweet videos for some of you who have ordered a Carnival already, are anticipating the vehicle coming, and you're waiting. And I mean, if I'm going to pick a winner for 2021, COVID won. I mean, it did. COVID, supply chain, chip shortages. There's a lot of things that won. And I do feel bad for some of you that are waiting. And oh, somebody made a funny joke here. I do feel bad for some of you that are waiting because I know that this has been a tough year for you. So somebody made a joke about my wife and I making out in the back seat on camera, and YouTube blocked the comment, so I'm going to allow that in this one. Don't do this if you're watching in other comments, because it makes work for me, but I will show that comment. Peter's wife making out in the back seat on camera, and his kids are like, what the heck are you two doing? It's called making out, and one of the kids makes out with Teddy. Oh, that's not good. Anyway, I think it's funny, so I'm letting it go today. You get away with everything today. All right. Order My Carnival August. Yeah, we talked about that. Somebody's going to have, I don't know what this is, so you're getting blocked. See ya. Remove, put user in timeout. That's a good idea. Somebody wrote something that I don't know what it is. It looks like a link. You don't get to do that here. There we go. Okay, still no heated mirrors. That's incorrect. No, the mirrors are always heated. Almost every Kia has had heated mirrors for a long, long time. So when you want to turn on your heated mirrors on your Kia, you just turn on your rear defroster. So the mirrors have been heated for a long, long time. So someone who thinks the mirrors aren't heated, they absolutely are. The worst might be Sounds of New York with horns honking sirens around. I'm going to do a Sounds of Nature video this afternoon. I've changed my plan, and that's what I'm going to do. Somebody says Sounds of Nature is dumb but unique. Yeah, I'm going to have some fun with that this afternoon. Oh, okay, so we got a couple people trolling our place on today, trying to drop in bad comments. Guess what? You're gone. Hide user from this channel. Some people are sending through some links. Not cool. Okay, does the auto side door work on both sides? It does, if you set it up correctly, which I didn't. So basically what you do is either side door, if you have the key in your pocket and you approach the center of the door, so not the door handle, not the back, just the center of the door, approach it, wait for a couple seconds. It is like an extra second or two of waiting. Then you'll hear beeping, and then the door will open. It works quite well. I like that feature. I tried to set it up just literally a split second before I got out here, and I obviously didn't click the right checkbox. I was in a rush trying to get the live video started on time, so I do apologize for not having a good demonstration of that. Mimi's almost done her university papers. Keep working on that. All right, that's all we got for questions. So let's keep going on through here, and we'll jump in the trunk area, and let's just show you the teddy space. So the teddy space is, again, this is my teddy bear. Those of you joining us for the very first time, teddy bear is my trunk measurement tool, and really he's just a comparative tool that we use here at Brantford Kia and at our Kia Hyundai channel for me filming a trunk and showing you how big it is. Now remember, there are two sets of rear seats here, and we can put this up right now. So we can put that up like that and do this. And if I can, there we go. So that is the rear seat there. You can see it's up no problem. But I wouldn't be able to set the next one up if I had the other lazy boy style seat, the VIP lounge seat, if I had it all the way back. So in other words, this seat can't come up when I have that there. Now, I'm going to do this probably incorrectly. You guys always tell me I do this wrong, but it is what it is. Pick this up here and drop it back in. There's a nice little flap right there. And you can see that's pretty easy to do. I'm not a strong individual. I don't work in the shop like some of our guys. This is something that you can do quite easily. And let's throw our teddy bear in there. So normally what I do is I put his belly up against the back of the seat. And I've never done this teddy bear test with that seat in place. And you can see it kind of comes quite low. You really are laying down in that seat. So when it's back, you're going to lose some space on that kind of side. But you still have tremendous cargo space here. And, you know, we could throw Teddy in like this. There you go, Teds. Have some fun, buddy. So he can sleep in there. There aren't any cars I don't think that we have. Well, there are no cars that we have that I can go middle row seat to the trunk like this and have Teddy Bear have that much space. The other thing is when these seats are up, I can throw Teddy Bear in here, and it's like an optical illusion because this doesn't look that deep, but Teddy's tummy just kind of barely sticks up just a little bit when I have those seats up. And you can see Teddy's got a good-sized tummy there. So there's just a ton of space in here. It's well done. Out in the back here, I should point out, there's USB ports in every seat, essentially, in this vehicle. There are the cargo blinds, not just in the middle row, but also in the back row here. In the middle here, I don't know if you can see here. Oh, that should be tucked up in the ceiling here. We'll just put that right back there. Oh, boy. Trying to do stuff on video. I shouldn't be doing that. All right, that tucks up in cleaner than it should have been. Anyways, in the middle row over here, you do have 12-volt port there and a regular plug as well. So regular plug, 12-volt port there. In the back of the seats, the side there, that's a USB port in the side. So why don't we just go take a look at that as well. Cargo and passenger comfort is excellent in this vehicle. Let's shut this down. We'll come on over here. All right, so one thing I really like about these doors, if you have a young child that needs to get in, obviously I haven't cleaned the van. If you have a young child that needs to get in, they can just touch that door handle. They don't have to yank on the door handle, so they're gonna learn to do that. Now, here's a perfect example. This seat is too far forward for me, right? Well, that's one way to look at it, but maybe that's not the problem. Maybe, let me switch hands here. Maybe the problem isn't that this seat is too far forward. Maybe it's that the front seat is, if I can get the camera, oh boy, I'm not going, there we go. Maybe the front seat is too far back. So I can move the front seat forward and tilt it up here, if I can show you there, by hitting these buttons there and move it a long ways forward. And we'll just go a little bit further again. So that's more than enough. And then if you look back at me here, well, actually, why don't we just go around this side here? Come on, camera, you can do it. All right. If you see me here now, I've got tons of knee room, whereas before my knee was touching that area. And of course, I can move this chair sideways here by coming down here. Is that the right one? Yeah, that was sideways here. And then I can put this one all the way back, all the way back. And again, I can recline this seat. Now you will see a difference here with my feet as we go all the way back. I don't know if this is worthwhile video, but it is what it is. So we're gonna move everything all the way back here. And where are my buttons that I need? So you can see what's going on with the, with the footrest here. My back is still going back. I'm leaning forward to show it to you. Footrest comes out. Now a lot of people forget that. You gotta continue to move that footrest. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and then it extends out further. A lot of people don't see that point there. That extending out really matters. And Peter's just squeezed Teddy. Yeah, I did. So here we are again, reclining on the job, and then Teddy Bear is still back there. So even with the seats back like this, you have a lot of space behind me, and it works very well. So we're 27.5 minutes in. Final thing I'm gonna talk about is powertrain. This is a V6, 3.5 liter V6 engine. And quite frankly, the fuel efficiency on the highway is excellent with this vehicle. So you've got good power and good fuel efficiency, which is one thing that people are surprised about. Does the van have all-wheel drive is a question that people always want to ask me. It does not. I don't know if it will ever. I don't expect it to. I do think it has a potential to win again, but not next year. My thinking is the potential for this to win again is to make this vehicle on our eGMP platform. That would make it an electric vehicle. That platform is adaptable to fit large vehicles, small vehicles. And Kia, if you're listening, the next step for this vehicle is not just to make it all-wheel drive like this. I think that ship has sailed. I think the next step is to make it electrified and all-wheel drive. A full electric minivan would be pretty cool. I think they should do that. That's my feeling, and so that's my opinion. So that's my basic review. We got 39 likes. I feel like that's well short of the 50 we were hoping for today. So maybe I didn't earn it for you. I'm gonna continue to take your questions. Maybe there's some things I should have shown you that I didn't, and I'll do that right now. Is there any way I could come to Canada to get my car serviced? Sure. I don't know how that works actually with servicing in Canada. I mean, I'm sure if you were traveling through Canada and need an oil change, we could do that, but I'm not sure how that totally works. So, okay, it is so interesting. People who work in dealers, I have a feeling this is about to be an insult, but I'll read it anyways. I demand you learn the front-wheel drive vans are the go-to vehicle after you have been there a while and driven all types of vehicles. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of this. I would have preferred that this vehicle came all-wheel drive. It doesn't, and part of the reason it doesn't is because it has class-leading space. Some of the space down there to even that rear storage well that I didn't even show you underneath. Some of that's not going to work with rear-wheel drive. Efficiency matters, and we do have an 8-passenger, really, really, really good Telluride sitting here. So we do have another option for an 8-passenger vehicle with all-wheel drive that is better. And maybe they were anticipating some chip shortages and decided to go with just what they could. Keep in mind, this vehicle has sold out everywhere. So maybe they did their market research and they said, you know what, given the chip shortage and given what we're doing, we can't offer an all-wheel drive system as well because we just will not be able to meet demand. And if that was the case, I get it. Like, you may want this in all-wheel drive, but the people who want it just as it is are already waiting as many as, I think, 6 and 8 months is some of the longest wait times that they have had for these vehicles. So if that's the case, maybe that's the reason they didn't make an all-wheel drive, is they know they could sell every one they had anyways, and they didn't want to make even more popular versions of it. So I would have liked it to be all-wheel drive, but I will say the absolute best sport utility vehicle is a van if you need interior space. They're so well designed, they're so comfortable. And to be fair with Kia, they put the technology into this car that makes it easy to use. Like, the amount of technology in this car, most people don't even have a clue. And it's kind of like your phone, right? You may want to use 20 features on your phone, and someone that you also know may also use 20 features on their phone, but they might be different features. So it's important to equip a car with a lot of technology because different people are going to use different features. If you are a parent with young kids, you're going to use that passenger view monitor a lot. If you are a driver and driver-oriented all the way, the highway drive assist is going to be helpful. If you are a control freak and say, I don't want my car steering for itself, you're also going to like highway drive assist and the lane keeping assist. The headlights on this car, as well, I should point out, they're all LED, doesn't matter which car you get. This one here is the upper line headlights. If you see these styles, sort of the rounded style LED headlights, those are the top level ones that you can get in the Kia Hyundai world. They are excellent, sharp cutoff, bright white, very widespread. They're very, very, very good. Normally I show lighting. I haven't done that today. We've done it in other videos. I'm going to wrap this one up soon. I think I don't see a ton of questions. So yeah, Glenn's point was they do everything so well. Towing must be good with that V6. So it tows 3,500 pounds. I haven't actually towed with it, but I know there are people that do. I haven't heard any complaints at all. So yeah, towing would be totally fine with that car. Again, lots of power in this car. 276 horsepower? I forgot the exact number. I should probably know that. 290 horsepower. Ooh, not even close. 290 horsepower in the V6. All right. I do have a question though. Let's just say if your kids are trying to mess with the passenger in the front seat, is there a way you could stop them from doing that while driving? Yes, there is a way to stop your kids from playing with that passenger seat button. Discipline. There's no feature from Kia to lock out that button. I do agree with you guys. That could be something you would have to do. If your kids are touching that button to mess with mom or dad, yeah, there's no lockout, and there should be. So you have to rely on your parenting skills in that situation to do that. So there we go. How is the Carnival selling? We cannot keep it in stock. Between the chip shortage and between the popularity of this video, every Carnival you buy right now is order only, so that's how that works. It's selling extremely well. Okay, somebody says, bro, that's interesting, but I'm not sure if they're talking to me or what's going on, so yeah, so I think we're going to leave it there, guys. So what we're going to do today, what's coming up this afternoon? We have a Stinger video that we did on a custom Stinger, which is pretty cool. I just thought it was something interesting. I had the opportunity to film it, so we did. Hopefully you guys will like that. In the future, what I plan to do today is let's do a Sounds of Nature video. Let's kind of make some fun of it, have some fun for Christmas. I am off. Well, technically I'm here tomorrow, but we're going to close before we do our live videos, so I'm just going to take, at least I won't be here online tomorrow. For a video. So I am off essentially for you guys until Monday. We'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday again next week. We'll take the Thursday, Friday off again, and then we're back to normal for 2022. So next week we'll do the best Hyundai of 2022 or 2021, I guess, and we'll continue on from there. And then as we launch into 2022, there's a lot of stuff coming. So it's going to be a fun channel. We hit 48 likes. My goal was 50. So if 2 of you are sitting there going, you know what, I feel a little guilty for not liking it. I think I gave some effort. Maybe I'll just give a like for that. it's totally a really good time to do that. You could do that for me. But other than that, we'll see you in future videos. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking a few days to be with my family. 49, so one person felt a little guilty for hanging out with me for half an hour and not doing it. Do a Forte and Elantra review. I will do those. I don't always compare them side by side, but we'll do that in the future as well. We expect to have, like, this December has been a really rough month for me. Inventory's been really tight, and I've had to kind of make stuff up as I go. But I do expect that to improve in January. New cars coming in as well, so we'll have some fun with that. New Sportage coming in as well. So I want to thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you again in a few days. And again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we're going to close out our year. We're going to try to have some fun with that. So thanks, guys, for joining us. It's been fun. We'll talk to you again soon. And Merry Christmas to all of you. Hope you have a great time with your families, friends. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you again in a couple days. We'll see you soon.